please everybody do join along for the ride, as in this episode we are building a beautiful island for the alpine ibex. This is the most intricate and interesting build I have built in Willow Creek City Zoo, so enjoy. Hello everybody, I am Kiwi Plays and welcome back to my channel. No matter if you are a returning subscriber or if you are a new viewer, thank you so much for clicking on this video and for deciding to watch again. I am so grateful that you decided to join us again in Willow Creek City Zoo. So, as I said, in today's episode we're building a really beautiful alpine ibex habitat. It's more of an island actually, but nonetheless it is still an alpine ibex habitat. But yeah, I just really got inspired from this photo that I found on ZooChat. ZooChat is the website that I go to whenever I need inspiration for any build. I just go there and search for the exact animal that I'm building for, and yeah, and that's how I find my ideas, and that's how I get all of my ideas. So I definitely recommend, if you don't have any inspiration, or if you're just looking to just look at real life zoos and find inspiration for your builds, I definitely do recommend to go check that website out. But anyways, this build was just a really fun one, and I just opened the zoo on Saturday morning, and I was like, what do I want to build for? So then I just looked in the Zoopedia, and I thought I thought about the dull sheep at the beginning, but then I decided that I just really have a great idea for the alpine ibex, so I decided to go for the alpine ibex in this episode. But the dull sheep definitely will be added into the zoo, I think. I mean, don't mark my word, don't trust what I say, because we all know that I do say stuff and then at the end I change my mind. But I don't know, for now the plan is to add the dull sheep, but it just really depends on what I feel like building in the exact moment where I start building. But other than that, this was just a really fun, super fun build to just sit and relax on a Saturday morning and just play in planetzoo. Okay, but on to the next little topic that I wanted to talk about. The next topic is, I wanted to ask you guys if you know of any graphic designers, or if you I don't know, if you know of where I can make or edit my own YouTube intro, because I feel like all of the really nice YouTubers, or I don't know, not all of them, but I feel like I really want a little intro for my YouTube videos. Just like a 10-second clip of, I don't even know, maybe a kiwi running across the screen, something cute. So I don't know, I might try to make something myself, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So yeah, if you do know anybody that is a graphic designer, or that is that knows anybody that can do something similar for me, I would definitely appreciate it if you could ask them, or if you could just send me an email. My email will be linked in the description, so yeah, it will be very much appreciated if you could go ahead and send me an email. Yeah, but on to the next topic. I wanted to say another little thing, if I'm already on the topic of my videos and of things that I can improve and stuff like that. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the days that I'm posting, because I started the new Aloe Dunes Zoo. The days that I'm gonna post are gonna change a little bit, because obviously now I have another zoo to post. But what I think that I'm gonna do is, I think that I'm gonna post for Aloe Dunes once every 2 weeks. So Aloe Dunes won't be a regular zoo. like Safari Wildlife Park and Willow Creek City Zoo. But that still means that the days are gonna change a little bit. So this week I posted for Safari Wildlife Park and for Willow Creek, and next week I'm gonna post for Aloe Dunes and Safari Wildlife Park, and the week after I'm gonna post for Safari Wildlife Park and Willow Creek again, and only the week after I'm gonna post for Willow Creek and Aloe Dunes, I think. Yeah, but that's more or less the little idea that I had until now. Please don't mark my words. You all know that when I say something, most of the time I can be trusted, but sometimes I just have my own ideas and I'm like, oh my god, I want to build that, and oh my god, I want to do this. So yeah, we all know that my ideas can't really be trusted, but that's perfectly fine. So for now, that's the idea, and I think that I am gonna try to stick to that as much as possible. But if I do not stick to that, or if something changes, I will let you guys know. Talking about letting you guys know, I wanted to say I wanted to add a little bit of self-promotion in the middle there. If you guys are not following my Instagram account, I definitely do recommend you guys to go and check it out over there. There I do post regularly, and I do post like yeah, basically regularly. So if I have any updates or anything, I will post over there, and I definitely do recommend you guys to stay tuned and to check your like the little YouTube community tab, because sometimes I do also post over there any updates for the channel, like the fact that I didn't post last Friday because I didn't have the computer. I posted both on Instagram and on the community tab, so I definitely recommend you guys to go and follow over there, so you will never miss out on anything really. Yeah, but that's the end of my little self-promotion. Let's talk about something else real quick. I wanted to ask you guys, what are your ideas for the next DLC? We all know that the next DLC is on its way. It's coming, and it's gonna be probably in the next, I don't know, let's say in the next month. We all know that it's gonna be in the next month, and probably even sooner. So that's super exciting. I am very excited for that next DLC. And I just wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts about it? What do you think that it's gonna be? What do you think that it might be? I think that it might be something like a Highlands pack or a Tundra pack, but honestly, anything will be welcomed, even if it's a tropical pack again, or if it's a colder climate pack. I feel like a tropical pack could go very well in Safari Wildlife Park, and a little tundra pack or a colder climate pack could go great in this zoo. So I'm not complaining. I definitely hope for both of them, but I guess only time will tell. So what are your ideas? Let me know down in the comments below. And on that very happy note, I wanted to tell you something else. I am so excited. When I'm saying this, I have a giant smile on my face while I'm talking about this. It just makes me so excited. So a couple of days ago, I checked my notification box on YouTube because it said new subscriber. So I just pressed to see who it was. And YouTube, if you're like a content creator, you probably know that YouTube doesn't show you all of your new subscribers. It doesn't give you notifications for all of them, but for this one it did. Guess who it was? It was Caesar. Caesar subscribed to my channel, which is so crazy to me, and I love Caesar so much. I love his builds. I love his channel. His channel is really the thing that made me start YouTube was him, and so I'm so grateful for him, and I'm so thankful that I just don't know. I really don't have any words. If I'm not making sense, it's just because I really don't have any words. but I'm just so happy. I was so happy the rest of the day that Caesar subscribed to my channel. So thank you so much, Caesar. If you're watching this video, I love you so much, and thank you for hitting that subscribe button and supporting me. Thank you so much. But thank you so much, Caesar. And on a little bit of a more annoying note, I wanted to ask you guys, am I the only one that is just so annoyed by the specific animals that they have certain terrain requirements, like this alpine ibex? You would imagine that a goat essentially would be able to jump over tiny little rocks. Am I correct? But the alpine ibex, his terrain like requirements and his terrain like navigatable area is horrible in game. It is just horrible. I mean, you see all of these tiny rocks that I'm adding right now. This was the worst decision that I ever made. I had to afterwards, because it's in one group, I had to afterwards go and pick up every single individual rock, because the goats there aren't goats, sorry if I'm calling them goats a lot, because the ibex just wouldn't walk around them. As you see right here, and this is only a little tiny piece of what I had to do. I was like sitting there for, I don't know, maybe 2 hours picking up stupid rocks, and it's all because I made a mistake and I didn't think about it. So yeah, that was the worst mistake I made when making this habitat. But at the end it turned out okay. It's fine. I mean, it was annoying, yes, but there's nothing we can really do about it. It was quite funny actually. But it is annoying. I mean, it's weird that an animal like a goat, essentially, that is supposed to live in rocky mountains and is supposed to be able to like navigate giant mountains and giant cliffs, and they can't walk over a tiny little rock. I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't really make sense, but after all, it is a video game, so I will let this one slide. But but it was annoying. But other than that, it was okay. So on a different note, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a life update. I know I've just been like jumping around these little topics. I've decided that I want to talk about this, then I decide that I want to talk about that. It's just because these videos really aren't scripted and I just talk about whatever I feel like talking in the moment. I just have little tiny notes that I want to talk about, but most of the things I just make up as I go, or I sit here and I'm like, what do I want to talk about now? But I feel like I want to do a little bit of a life update, because I haven't done one in quite a while. Life has been great lately. I mean, there still is a war going on in this country, in my country, but other than that, life is great. I mean, thank God, hopefully it does stay like that. Even though like it still really isn't nice that there is a war in the country, and it's just super scary still, and super sad to think about all the innocent children and like elderly and just people that are held hostage in Gaza against their will. And like it's super scary, and it really is sad to think about it. I think about it quite a lot during the day, about like all the people that are stuck there and that like are away from their families and that don't want to be there. So I really didn't want to get political about this topic, especially not because it just is a very controversial topic. I hope that's a word, I'm not too sure. But this is a very serious matter, and this is a very serious situation, and I feel like I cannot just ignore it, especially when I don't have a giant audience, but I do have a small one, so I feel like I need to show what I feel and show what I want to say without being scared of what people think. So yeah, I have to quickly say a little outro because that's the end of today's episode. Sorry it got a little bit political, but that is just my opinion and everyone can have their own opinion. But that's the end of today's episode. Thank you so much. If you did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to go down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you are already down there, hit that like button because it always helps me to reach a bigger audience and to reach more people. It really does help. So yeah, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one. Bye guys.